What's going on, everybody? This is BK of the Super Bit Heroes. Very excited to bring you a live stream of Super Ghouls and Ghosts for the Super Nintendo, one of my all-time favorite games. It is really tough, and we're doing it live, so it might be interesting, but we're going to have some fun with it. And I know it's a little bit late, but hopefully some of you guys are joining in, and of course, the video will be saved for your viewing pleasure later on after the stream has concluded. So you can always check it out later as well. So, I'm going to go ahead and get this going here in about 3 or 4 minutes. I'm going to let the demo play for just a second to give a couple people time to see the notification and hopefully pop in. If you guys are free to join us in the chat, we always welcome and encourage that. So I'm going to step away for just a couple minutes to give everybody time to catch on here, and I will be right back with you and we will get started. Alright, everybody. Without further ado, let's go ahead and fire this thing up. So I wanted to give a few minutes to hopefully give a couple people time to join in to the stream and maybe pop into the chat. Check the options really quick here. We're on normal amount of lives. I'm not going to switch it to easy or ramp up my lives and everything. I'm just going to do a standard playthrough here. And let's see what happens. So again, this is really tough. A lot of you may know already if you've played it. So I will do my very best. I've played this game before and I've run through it with no trouble. I've played it before and gotten whipped up on pretty badly. So, not sure which one of those two things is going to happen. Maybe a combination of the two. But we'll hope for the best here. So I'm going to fire it up and let the intro play. And then we'll get going. Ready to go. I wanted my dagger, but I'll take the crossbow. I will be looking out for that dagger. So yeah, guys, I'm excited to be streaming again. I know it's kind of late, so I apologize if some of you guys missed it. I tend to keep pretty late hours here lately. But again, it's always, you know, archived as a recording after, so no worries if you missed the live stream. It will be saved for you for later. And, you know, get in my gaming time when I can. So I'm gonna try to get better about scheduling live streams ahead of time so you guys can. Oh, there's my gold armor and my dagger. Beautiful. All right, we're good to go now. I'm trying to get better about, scheduling my live streams ahead of time, but it's not always easy. So apologies for that. Again, hopefully you guys aren't all in bed. But yeah, I've been wanting to do some old school gameplay for a while. I did a sampling of some of the SNES classic games recently, and I had a lot of fun with that stream. And since the Halloween season is upon us, I figured it would be a great time to do Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I'm also going to do Super Castlevania 4 pretty soon. That game is a little longer. That may end up being a two-part video. This may end up being a two-part video, just depending on how I do and how things progress here. But if I can, I'm going to attempt to just run all the way through tonight here, so we'll see how it goes. We're maxed out now. We've got the gold armor, we've got the, I can't remember if it's the sun shield or the moon shield I picked up. The one that I actually take 2 hits from enemy projectiles. So we've got Arthur maxed out here. A lot of people talk about how relentlessly difficult this game is. And it is, it's a tough game, I definitely get it. But I got this game, I actually got some fond memories of this game. Got it when I was a kid for Christmas one year. I remember I opened this one and my brother opened F-Zero, so that was a damn good Christmas. And I played this game, and boy did it ever give me hell. I remember my mom going into my bedroom and threatening to take it away if I didn't stop yelling at the TV because it was so tough. But because of the fact that we train with such difficult games at such an early age, really kind of fine-tuned our abilities early on. And a lot of these games are pretty much, pretty much muscle memory for me at this point, so that's helpful. But this one, like you just saw, there's so many wild card, things that can happen on screen that no matter how good you are, you just never know. I'm going to try to get that bag because that's a lot of points I'm going to leave behind if I don't. Okay, good. You gotta get as many points and as many kills as you can, because points equal extra lives equal extra chances. And as you've seen, with me losing my gold armor, you need as many chances as you can get, so. Yeah, but I love this game. I know it's really tough. I think it gets a bit of a bad rap. It's not so hard that it's broken, in my opinion. It's just a really tough game. But most of my favorites are. Alright, first boss. And I don't have the benefit of having the powerful dagger with the gold armor, but I should still be able to take him down. Hopefully pretty quickly. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I just died on the first boss. That's a shame. I have no proof of this, but I played this game a few days ago, and got like to the 3rd or 4th level without dying a single time. I took a couple hits, I lost my armor a couple times, but I didn't die a single time. And of course now when I'm doing a live stream, it can't go that smoothly. But that's how it goes. It's all good. Alright, got the points. Normally, I should finish with an extra life by the end of this level, due to the amount of points I collect, so hopefully I'll sort of break even, losing one and gaining one. Alright, now I got my bronze armor, now we're talking. Got the magic dagger back, that's helpful. Okay, here we go. We're off to the races now. I should have no trouble taking down boss of this stage with the bronze armor. Really makes a difference having the magic dagger. Alright, here we go. That neck extend thing varies, you know, so you gotta watch it. That's what caught me last time. Okay. That's more like it. Mike, I know you're watching the stream. I just want to tell you, I can see that you're sending me messages, but I can't check them, so I'm not being rude or anything. I just, I'm in the stream to watch the live chat on my phone. So I'm not able to flop over at the moment and or switch over and check those. Alright, I'm gonna leave the crossbow. I love the dagger, man. I gotta keep my dagger. Well, I'm not seeing any activity in the chat aside from a few messages from Mike of Super Bit Heroes, so kind of a bummer. Looks like I probably got started a bit too late for you guys. I figured it's a Friday night. You guys, oh jeez, you gotta be kidding. Okay, well that's the end of this stream. No, I'm just kidding. Don't know why. I'm gonna have to focus up and not talk so much during these tougher parts here, I think. I figured it's Friday night, man. You guys will be up late, you know, no problem. I did a stream like even later than this on a Wednesday night recently, and I had 10 Ton Terror and somebody else. Or maybe you guys are up and you just have lives, unlike me, and you're out having a good time somewhere on a Friday night, like a lot of people. But I went ahead and got that out of the way early. Went and had my fun downtown a little bit earlier for a little while, and now I'm back home so I can stream for you good people. So, it's all good. Maybe some of you will pop in. If not, like I said, you can always check this later, so. Man. These freaking ghosts are relentless. I'm leaving the points behind. I gotta keep moving. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Keep it moving, keep it moving, keep it moving. Try to grab that bag if I can. Alright. Now these guys, you can't kill them until that moment right there. That frame where the chest is open with the little guy inside exposed is the only time you can kill him. If you wait for him to fly out, you can kill the little creature, but the chest is still there and it'll respawn the little dude again. So it's best to catch it during that frame if you can, so you can put a stop to his shenanigans. I'm gonna try to... Oh no! I tried to land and use my magic like right away. Man, this is really not showcasing my abilities at this game so well thus far. But that's alright. I'm just gonna stick with it. Alright, so we're at the midpoint now. So if I do die again, I do get to start back here at least, so that's good. We get him out of the way, so the next chest should have my armor. Not a part of the game you want to be going without armor. But Arthur's a bit of an exhibitionist, so what are you going to do? Alright, so I scooped up the armor. Good. That's the main thing, is not being one hit away from death. I don't necessarily need the bronze and the gold. I don't need the magic dagger. As long as I've got my dagger, I don't get knocked into a different weapon. And as long as I'm not one hit away from death. Oh, Jesus. I was trying to avoid jumping into the lance. So I stopped a little short there. That's okay. I would rather be without armor than to get the lance and have to wait for the dagger to show up again. I'm trying to do this without, I'm playing this on the SNES Classic. So I have the advantage of the save states or restore points, or whatever you want to call them, as well as that handy dandy rewind feature. But I'm trying to go without all that and just do a true blue old school SNES stream here. And that's what I'm gonna do. Come on, get there. Okay. That guy's projectile had me between a rock and a hard place there, but I made it. Alright. Take him out. I really wouldn't prefer to fight this boss with no armor because he's kind of tough, but oh jeez. Always nice when that can happen. Okay, got past it. Alright. I'm gonna keep it moving. I don't want to fight this boss without armor, like I said. He's kind of tough. It's really tricky, but ooh, let's see what happens. Keep picking up points. Alright, there's my one up. So that should help. Okay, it's time for the boss fight now. This will be interesting, because this guy... I've said this before about this game. I think one thing that turns people off when they play this game is that the second level is one of the toughest levels in the whole game, in my opinion. So you get to the second level and it's just relentless. I don't blame a lot of people for stopping there. Not that it's easy after this, but it's just this level is just really tricky. Okay, I really wish I had that magic dagger right about now. Get some extra damage in on this jabroni, but let's see what happens here. No! Oh, come on. Barely caught me. All the way back to the beginning of this part. Okay. Got my armor back, so I'm probably gonna be a little light on the chat for the rest of this level. Forgive me. I'm gonna try to focus up and get through this stage. Like I said, if I can get through the second stage, the rest is not quite as bad. Until the later stages, it ramps up a bit difficulty-wise. Okay. Just hoping for my bronze armor there. There's actually a pattern. There's, believe it or not, a rhyme or reason to the order that everything appears out of the chest, but I don't always remember it. And it's usually like a weapon, and then armor, and a little conjurer will appear at certain times, and the bear trap will appear at certain times, and you can go on Game Facts, and there's like a full breakdown of, you know, what you can expect to see in a chest at any given time based on what armor you have and what, you know, you've collected up to that point. Also, if you skip a chest, if you don't break a chest open, it doesn't count, I'm pretty sure. Or that may be incorrect. The contents of a chest may change whether you break them or not. I'm not sure about that part. I usually try to break all of them anyway, just so I know what I've got, what I'm leaving behind. Oh! Okay, alright, we're in good shape now. Got the bronze armor, moving along. Come on. Alright. Got these two. See, that magic dagger is so much more powerful than the normal one. Plus, I'll have an extra hit this time, so I shouldn't have any trouble against the boss this time. Not too much, anyway. I should be able to make it through. Is there a chest here? Maybe not. Also, the way you jump around can prompt the chest to appear. So sometimes that helps. If I'm not exactly sure of the chest placement in this stage. It's kind of hard to remember. It all starts to sort of blur together. Get out of here. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. You ready? I'm ready. I'm ready like SpongeBob. Let's do it. Got the magic. Whoa, what happened to Arthur's face? That was weird. Did you guys see that? His face like glitched out or something there. It was like covered in the green from the armor. I've never seen that before. That was odd. Okay, I'm gonna light him up. Light him up. Light him up. Get as many hits in as I can before he starts his cheap attack pattern. Look at that, see? Out of here. Alright. Oh snap! Level 3, son! Level 3! That's for the Always Sunny fans. Hopefully somebody understood that reference. Alright. Can't remember if there's a chest at the beginning here or not, but either way I'm good. When you get the gold armor, it doesn't improve your normal weapon. It stays the same. It's still the regular magic version of the weapon, but you do get the ability of the magic attacks, and you get the better shield once you have the gold armor equipped as well. See, I hate those little guys because you can't just disregard them if they fly up in the air. You have to take care of them or they will swoop down and catch you out of nowhere if you're not careful. Oh, jeez. Okay. Do not want the axe. Axe is not terrible, but again, I really prefer the dagger. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, jeez. Come on. Oh, so tempted to use that rewind feature, man. Get out of here. Get out of here. Alright. We living. It's all good. Just gonna try to keep surviving and keep picking up points. This is a beginner's trap right here. Yep. Just waiting for that fire. Knowing little stuff like that is definitely super helpful, but I mean, as you can see, doesn't matter how well you know this game or how much you can... Oh my God. Case in point. Doesn't matter how well you know it. They'll still get you. Okay. I'm on my last life. This is a bummer. Like, can't believe what I played this the other day. And again, I have no proof. But I made it all the way to the next level before I died even once. All it takes is live streaming a game for everything to go wrong. But I'm still alive, so I'm going to keep moving. Can't remember if the... Yep, there it is. Okay, I'm going to come on up here, so I'll go ahead and deal with these guys. Yeah, see? Tiny little jabronis. I want that. Alright. Alright. You ain't gonna get me again, buddy. Keep it up. Because I'm gonna light you up. Mmm. Taste it. This part is kind of tricky. Really gotta nail these double jumps. Alright. There's this nice creepy flesh and bone platform with blood dripping from it here. Good stuff. So yeah, these are constantly moving, as you can probably tell. You gotta keep moving while you're on them, or you get dumped into the lava down there, the lava. Alright, we're almost to the midway point. Okay, now we get to meet our friend for the first time. One of my favorite baddies from video game history, and the protagonist of one of my favorite underrated series of all time, Gargoyle's Quest series. The Red Arimer Ace, aka the Red Devil, aka Firebrand. Come on, come on. And again, there is a rhyme or reason to fighting this guy too. It's a bit difficult to explain, but I've pretty much got his habits, his patterns down to a science. Doesn't mean I don't get hit by him, and he may get me here in just a second, but I do understand him. Oh, a bit much going on. Okay, let me have it. Alright, the good news is at this point, I'm at the midway point of the stage. Oh, I thought I had him. So even if I die, I do get to start back. Although I'm not sure because I'm on my last life, so it'll be a game over. So I'm not sure if it still lets me start at the midway point. Oh my. I hope not to see that screen, guys. But they give you 9 credits, and again, you saw at the beginning I'm on the normal difficulty, so that's pretty generous, I think. My only question is, do they let me start at the midway point? It looks like the answer is yes, based on where he was standing on the map there. Yes, and the good news is, no more Red Devil chasing me on the tower. So, alright. Cool. You know what? I shouldn't feel bad about it. It's a tough game. If I'm gonna do it... Oh, you bastard. If I'm gonna do it without save states or rewind feature... Wow! The placement of these guys is just absurd right now. Then I should expect to lose some lives and inevitably end up with a game over. But... if you guys see Superbit Heroes lighting up the chat, that's our buddy Mike Honcho. He's chatting it up here. I'm not really able to read the color commentary too much here. But if you guys are watching, please feel free to jump in the chat and give us a shout here. Always fun to interact with you peeps while we're doing this. Dude, the bats are out of hand right now. I don't know what's going on. Can I have my bronze armor? Is another weapon? Like I said, there's a pattern for the chest, but I don't always remember it. And sometimes it seems like they're being awful stingy with the weapons. I mean, with the armor upgrades. I have no interest in picking up another weapon. Please! I hate these little... I don't even know what to call them. Another weapon, look at this. Okay, alright. Stay alive, stay alive, stay alive. Those guys are worse here in a minute because they start dropping from up higher. So you can't see them until it's too late some of the time, so it's kind of tricky. I'm just hoping they don't keep dropping weapons for me to avoid. Alright, that's what I'm talking about. god. Alright. Oh, not another weapon, please. Okay, good. Trying to edge forward. Alright, I got another one up from points. That's good. That's very good. See what I mean? They're just dropping from off the top of the screen at this point. Okay. We are good. We are on the home stretch to the final boss now. So, or not the final boss, but the boss of this stage. And he is not too tough once you understand how to beat him. And I've got the magic daggers. I'm gonna try to light him up with some magic. Try to light him up. Come on. Come on. Eat it. Yeah. Alright, now duck. Ooh, see? Just gotta know the patterns. Alright. We're home free now. I should be able to take him out. Sometimes the rocks are horizontal, sometimes they're vertical. They're much easier to dodge when they're vertical to me. Kind of a weird thing in this game if you didn't know about it. If you hold in up on the D-pad when you grab the key, it says nice catch on the screen. I'm not really sure what that's about, but I always try to do it. I don't know if it gives you any extra points or anything, but I always try to do it anyway. Hang on one second, guys. I'm going to take a quick pause here. Hey, I've got a couple people. I've got 10 Ton. I've got Jace Buffalo. And I've got Jeffrey Nader in the chat here. What's up? I'm really glad to see you guys. Thanks for joining in. I may be a little light on the chat. This is one of those games where it's like, it's kind of intense. So it's kind of tough for me to look down and read. But Mike Honcho of the Super Bit Heroes is in the chat to chat it up with you guys. And I will try to respond whenever I can. Probably going to take a really brief intermission here in just a couple minutes. Just to take a quick breather. It won't be very long at all, probably just about 3 minutes. And I'll try to catch up on the chat a bit during that time as well. I was going to do this in like a, potentially like a part 1, part 2, but I'm thinking I'm just going to go ahead and roll through tonight if I can. Alright, I don't want that. I want to drop down and get that money bag, but I don't want to risk hitting the lance. So I'm just going to roll on. You got the axemen appearing out of nowhere. You got these really inconvenient fire guys shooting fireballs. This is a pretty tough stage. Oh no, no, no! No! Too much. Okay, that one's gone. Die! Die! Alright. Eat it! No! Alright. Guess what? Surprise! Oh no, that did nothing. But it did let me flash for a second. However, they still took out my shield. So you can see the benefit of the shield. I've still got my gold armor. No moss on the shield, but that's okay. I was hoping the shield would be there, but it's another weapon for me to avoid. Ugh, that's a long jump there. No, no sir. Alright. Alright, sorry, had to pause real quick there. Okay. Oh no, you bastard. Wow. That sucked. Couldn't do a lot about that. Okay, no worries. Ooh. I hate this part. This is like one of the most stressful parts of this entire game. It's moving around all crazy. You've got... Oh! these guys explode and shoot stuff everywhere. You've got the steam coming down. You got these little dudes shooting back and forth. It's just a bit much, and I really, really, really wish I had that armor. But, oh well, okay, okay. The little guy's gonna swoop down. There he is. Okay. Die. Alright. I think this is the home stretch. So we're getting close. Yes. We're at the boss. Hail Hydra. So we got a Hydra to beat here. Usually not too tough. Knock on wood. Again, gold armor, the magic dagger would make it a lot easier, but we don't have that, so we're just gonna roll with it. You want to try to take this guy out as quickly as you can. I mean, that sounds obvious, but point being, if you don't, he starts part 2 of his attack pattern, which is right here. Ugh! Wow, that was close. Sorry for that horrible sound I made. Alright. Yeah! Boom. Nice catch. Chase Buffalo, this is BK doing the gameplay and the commentary on live stream, and our buddy Mike is in the chat. Alright guys, so hate to leave it in dead silence, but as you can see in the top right corner, I do have a timer ticking on me. Otherwise I'd let that awesome music keep playing. I'm going to take a quick stretch break here, no more than about 3 to 4 minutes. If you guys want, just please hang on. We're at about 45 minutes. I don't really feel like splitting this up into like a part 2, part 3 type thing. I do want to go ahead and keep it rolling. But just for sanity's sake, I want to take a quick stretch break here. And I will be right back in just a moment. So stay put. Don't go anywhere. Grab yourself a beer. Whatever you got to do. Run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Alright, what's up everybody? I'm back. I did not forget to start the commentary back. It's pretty stupid actually. I came back and I had a wicked case of the hiccups and I didn't want to do that in your ear, so I tried to wait till they were gone. But here we go. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I'm going to take a quick stretch break. We're pretty much at the halfway point now, so I figured it was a good time to take a really quick intermission. This level is not too terribly tough. This next part is a little rough sometimes, but and this is why these little ice vines here can be kind of unpredictable. But I try to just kind of creep through it slowly. It's usually not too bad. Oh! Wow, that was close. Those guys are actually a throwback from the very first level of Ghosts and Goblins on NES. It's where you see these dudes for the first time. Oh man. I really want... Oh my god. Okay, that was weird. There's like a bit of a delay there. You see what I mean? It just appeared like right on top of me. I couldn't do anything about it. No! Well, whatever. Alright, got another one up from points. That's what I'm talking about. And here's our good buddy, the Red Armor Ace. Really want to get past him and make it to the halfway point. Alright. I'm just going to let him chase me because I really need to get to this halfway point. So if I die, I can start back here. Okay. We're there now. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Please be armor. Please be armor. I don't want that. No. So he's just going to chase me around now. Yep. Well, at least I got a one up before that. And at least I don't have to deal with him again. So. Okay. Got the armor back. Still got my dagger. Got a couple lives left. We're in good shape. Should be able to get through this level without too much trouble. This next part, you get these avalanches, and you have to be on a ladder or up above them on a platform. Otherwise, they sweep you back. And they don't kill you, fortunately, but they sweep you back, so you have to backtrack. You see the ground shaking when they're about to start, so it gives you a bit of a heads up, bit of a visual cue to grab onto something. Beginner's trap there with that wolf. Boom. Safe up here. Drop down. Another wolf coming up soon, I think. As long as you're gripping that ladder, you're safe. So they would have swept me right down into those spikes there. Alright, and it's boss time. This guy's not too bad most of the time. Again, knock on wood. I wish I had my powerful weapon, but whatever. This game is throwing me some curveballs tonight. As it is wont to do. And those little exploding things there don't actually harm you if they hit you, but they freeze you so that you can't move for a second. And then if he throws out his little claw move right there, you're just totally stuck. So, not good. Oh no. No! Oh no! Oh no! There it is. Okay, I got out of it quickly. You gotta press buttons, sort of like when the tiny Goombas circle you on Super Mario Bros. 3, if you remember that. Booyah! Alright, here we go. We're getting toward the, pretty close to the end here now. I'm gonna leave that alone because I got a feeling that's gonna be a weapon, and that's just gonna give me something to dodge. So I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna take a pause because while I'm sitting here talking, my timer's ticking, and the timer starts to really be your main enemy toward the end here. So I'm gonna take a swig of beer for the working man here. And let's go. And the reason I don't want a weapon to stumble into is because, guess what's coming? There he is. I want to be able to have this whole area to fight him without having to avoid anything else. The main trick with this guy is once he starts to swoop, you already need to be running away from him or he's gonna catch you. 9 times out of 9. Nope, nope. Okay. That's the main thing, is when he's swooping, you want to make sure you've got some ground left, see? And if you're running in the opposite direction, he usually won't be able to reach you in time. You want to wait until he's mid-swoop to attack, otherwise he's really good at dodging attacks. Oh, this is not good. He's got me against the wall now. Nope, okay, right on. And that's how you take down the red air race. It's tricky, it's tough, but it's not impossible to take care of him without taking a hit. See, that's the torch. The torch is worse than death. I would really rather be killed than to get the torch. And I mean in real life, not in the game. No, I'm just kidding. Alright, now we got another one. And I should have left the torch in the chest, actually, because it's probably better for me to lure him down here where I've got some space. Oh no, okay. See? If you know his patterns, it's really a lot easier. It's still not easy. Easier. Getting close. And again, if I had my bronze armor, or my gold armor, my magic daggers, oh, it would be easier. So I wouldn't have to hit him so many times, but it is what it is. At least I'm alive. 1 or 2 more hits, he should be done. And this is not the last one. We've got another couple of these guys to deal with in this level. Alright. Move ahead a little bit now. I should have some bronze armor waiting for me shortly up here. I'm not sure where that chest is. It might be... yeah, there it is. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Alright. I don't think there's a chest here. I can deal with this weird bird neck in a wall thing. I don't know what they were on when they came up with some of these bad guys. Alright, we got... I think this might be the last one we have to fight in this level. Oh! One more of those. I should have him. Come on, get up here, get up here, get up here. Come on. Come on. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Did I get lucky? Did I get lucky? Alright. Every now and then, you get really lucky and the game will forget about him. For lack of a better term. And you're just off the hook. And yeah, it looks like that's what happened. Sometimes you think it happened, and then he swoops out of nowhere and catches you. So anyway, alright, on to the boss. See what I mean about the timer? I'm down to 1:40. And I didn't waste any time, but it's just facing those guys without taking a hit can drain your time before you know it. Look at that. Yeah. The good thing about the magic, not only does it hit hard, but it makes you invincible for a few seconds too. And this is the last stage, guys. Ready, go. I didn't come this far to be taken out by one of those little guys. Even the mini-me firebrands are total dicks. This stage is not too bad, especially if I can keep my gold armor. If I can keep this gold armor until the final boss, I'll be in good shape. Because the magic for this particular weapon, that dragon magic you just saw, is really, really super helpful. That was kind of overkill for that little tiny guy, but I was trying to take him out. I think he, yeah, the game forgot about him. Alright. We're done with the climb. And guess what we got to deal with now? Check this out. Oh, you missed it. You avoided it, rather. I'm going to be cheap on this because I have already shown I know how to fight these guys. They don't play fair. I'm not going to play fair either. Alright, what we got in here? We got a Tri-Blade and the Conjurer. I do not want the Tri-Blade. Tri-Blade is actually a pretty solid weapon for certain situations. It's actually probably the best weapon for facing Firebrand because of the way it moves. But I prefer the dagger even still. Oh, wow, that almost did not go well. Oh, no, no. Oh, wow. Come on. Okay. I always want to take one out as quickly as possible so I get a little breathing room. Alright, guys. This is it. This is probably the toughest part of the stage and one of the toughest parts of the game right here. There's just so much going on. We get some of our friends from level 2 back. And they are everywhere, as you can see. Where's my shield? Why you give me another Conjurer? I want to get up there and activate that chest. Because as soon as I get him going, I can try to kill him. But I want a little breather room before I hop up there. Yeah, see? I didn't allow myself time to get a hold of him. But... oh, you dick. You. That is not good. Really, really, really wanted to get to the final boss with the gold armor. Makes it much, much, much more tolerable, but what are you gonna do? Hey guys, look over there, a distraction. Did anybody see that? What was that? What? The game just glitched and like took me backward. I'm not sure what just happened. That was crazy. All jokes aside, I was sort of planning on allowing myself at least one freebie with the rewind feature. And I've done pretty well so far. So I was willing to accept playing back through the level without the gold armor. I was okay with that. But when they knocked me into the crossbow and I lost my dagger, I was not okay with that. So I apologize. I've soiled my rewind / save state free stream, but maybe I'll do it again another day. I really didn't want to having to go through the whole order of the chest all over again and track down the dagger and get the armor back and all that stuff is just, that's a tall order, man. I know this game too well, and that really would have made things difficult. Okay. Hey guys, look over there, another distraction. What's happening? This game is glitching out, man. I don't know what's... this thing is bugging me out. This is crazy. You can't do an SNES Classic stream without showing off the awesome features that Nintendo built in, like the rewind feature, right? You guys had to see it, that's all. I'm just trying to be helpful. I live to serve. Now, he probably looked identical to the last boss to you, and if you thought that, then you are correct. But then you get to face this treat of a dude here, who is basically exactly the same with his attack patterns, but his laser and his flames are much more formidable, as you can see. And again, if you look at my timer in the top right corner, this is where time really starts to work against you. And that's why I'm so particular about wanting my dagger and wanting my gold armor, if at all possible, for this final battle, because without it, it's really, really tough to beat this guy before the timer runs out. Like, it's totally possible to jump up here and hang with him and attack him, but doing it before the time runs out is pretty tough. We've done it. So I wanted to pipe down for a second and let you enjoy a bit of the ending sequence here without my my voice involved. But she is really, really redundant and really long-winded, and the text is really slow. So I'm just going to kind of nutshell this thing for you here. Basically, after Arthur comes all this way, and some of you are going to have your mind blown by this if you didn't know it already. Arthur comes all this way through all this difficult stuff, and she basically says, "Hey bro, I appreciate you, but you can't beat the final boss with that little dagger you got. I had this bracelet, and it's super duper powerful. So if you can go back and find that bracelet for me, you should be able to come back and beat the final boss." And I remember as a kid seeing that was like, are you kidding me? Because they just plop you back in the first level, and it's like, no, yeah, they're not kidding. You got to play the whole game again, and you got to come back to the final level with the bracelet, and if you do so, then you get to go to the final boss. So that's kind of crazy, and I did not intend to do both runs of this tonight. I just wanted to run all the way through the game so you get to see all the stages minus the very last, boss battle. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to end it here, but before I do, I am going to show you the bracelet. Because like I said earlier, the order of the chests determines what you get next when you break one. And once you have the gold armor, okay, so we've got the conjurer out of the way in that chest. And of course, on the second playthrough, everything is even tougher. Enemies are even faster, they respawn more quickly. Alright, there it is. There's the little fairy, and she leaves you the bracelet. And this thing is no joke. Let me show you. Now you see I no longer have magic. I don't have the ability to hold down the button and use a magic attack anymore, but you really don't even need it. This thing is heavy duty. It's really powerful. It's more powerful depending on the armor. When you have the regular armor or when you're in your boxers, it's not super powerful. When you have the bronze armor, it gets more powerful. When you have the gold armor, of course, it's maxed out. Also, the closer you're standing to an enemy when you use it, the more powerful it is. And this thing not only is super duper powerful, but it also has a couple tricks. So let me see if I can do this for you. Well, the platform's in the way. Let me see if I can, try to show you this here. It actually can kill enemy projectiles. You see that? See the fireball? Oh wow, I missed it that time. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. Watch the fireball here. See that? This damn thing can actually eat enemy projectiles, so that is insanely useful. So that's another thing, a lot of people, like I said before, this game gets kind of a bad rap. A lot of people say it's just way, it's needlessly difficult, way too hard. I disagree. I don't think it's hard to the point that it's broken. And the bracelet weapon is one of the reasons why, Yeah, you have to play all the way back through the game, which is a bummer, but when you can one-shot enemies like that, and you already know the stages because you've already been all the way through it, it shouldn't be too insanely difficult to run all the way back through the game, and it really isn't. And the dickhead of a conjurer breaks your shield. You know, because he just doesn't care at all with what you've been through today. So that's alright. Again, the main thing here, once you get to this point, is just don't lose the weapon. Do not get yourself knocked into a weapon, you know, get hit by an enemy and knocked into a weapon like what happened to me earlier on the last stage. Oh, see, these get faster, like everything gets tougher. See, I can lose my armor, it's cool, I don't mind that. You can always pick up more armor. But if you lose the weapon, you gotta go all the way back through surviving long enough to break enough chests to get that that bracelet again. And man, you really don't want to do that, because you're gonna get frustrated and you're gonna end up giving up. But as long as you can keep the bracelet, you're good. You can get your gold armor back, you can max it back out, it's no problem. So, just kind of wanted to show you guys this. I thought that was a kind of a cool little twist on this game. Some of you may have known about, some of you maybe not. Again, I'm not going to do both playthroughs. It just seems kind of needless to me. The point was to have some fun with playing through Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and, you know, we've effectively done that. So, I'm going to see what's in here in case I've got my bronze armor. But I am going to go ahead and finish. Hey, look at that. First time I've been hit by him during this stream. Depending on what armor you're wearing, he turns you into different creatures. If you're in your boxers, I think he turns you into a little crying baby. If you're in your regular armor, obviously he turns you into a seal. If you have the bronze armor, I want to say he turns you into like a bumblebee. And the gold armor, he turns you into like a little maiden. And you can run around and you can jump and you can try to avoid hits, but you can't do any kind of attacking, you can't double jump, so you're pretty vulnerable until it runs out. But I am going to go ahead and roll through the first level since I'm already over halfway through. Yeah, there's the bronze armor. And just to prove my point, you know, that yes, the game is tough, you know, really tough, but the second playthrough is really not as bad as people make it sound because this bracelet. Oh, my beautiful dagger. I can't use you, my friend. So the only bad thing, ooh, that was close, about the bracelet, as you can see, it doesn't have a lot of range. So, well, I'm trying to make a point here, but I can't really do it yet. Hold on one second. Yeah, so here you go. The bracelet doesn't go all the way across the screen. When you have your dagger, you have your lance, your standard weapons, they'll go all the way across the screen. Not so with the bracelet. So that's one drawback of the bracelet. Again, the closer you're standing to an enemy, the more powerful it is. So that, honestly, you know, that and the lack of a magic attack are the only downsides. And I'm talking too much, I'm getting hit, but it's okay. See, like you can't even hit him if you're not close. Another thing I haven't mentioned, no matter what weapon you're using, it's more powerful if you use it after a double jump. See that? See how he does like a little flip? The normal jump doesn't increase the attack power of your weapon, but a double jump does. So you want to throw that as much as you can. Alright, so we've done it. We have run through the game the first time. I've shown you the magic bracelet. I'm halfway tempted to keep going just because I love playing this game so much. I always have fun with it, but I think maybe we'll save that for another day. I've proven my point here. I did get a game over early on, at like the 3rd level, I think it was. 3rd or 4th level. But I only used one continue. I didn't use any save states, I didn't use any rewind feature, anything else. I did allow myself one freebie, and I allowed myself one more freebie when I got into the last level, just because of, you know, I was so close, and I didn't feel like, you know, when they knocked me into the crossbow, I was just like, nah, we ain't doing that. So, see if I can make it up here. Yep. Oh, that's a neat trick, but you usually get hit by that blade, so it's usually not worth it. These guys right here, man. Worst enemy in the game. Hands down. Oh, that was dumb. Especially if you walk into them. But yeah, tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, rewind back to where I had my armor. I'm going to pause. I'm going to pop reset. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. So there you go. That's Super Ghouls and Ghosts. Notoriously difficult game with good reason. It's a really tough one, but it's also a lot of fun in my opinion. If you guys have the SNES Classic, you should check it out. I highly recommend it. It's also available on the 3DS and the Wii U and possibly even more places for download. I'm not sure. You can get it on the Game Boy Advance. Actually, while I'm on the subject, Game Boy Advance is really cool because the Game Boy Advance actually has a couple of exclusive levels. There's a mode called Arrange Mode. I'm not sure where that name came from. But there are a couple levels in the Game Boy Advance mode that I'm not sure. They're either exclusive to the Game Boy Advance version of the game or they're ports from Ghouls and Ghosts, which is the Sega Genesis equivalent to this game, which is a little different. So I think maybe those stages are actually, I think there's like 2 stages that are actually ports from the Sega version of Ghouls and Ghosts, or they may just be brand new exclusive levels. I'm not really sure. But in any event, that's the game. And I had fun, as always, playing through this game. Always enjoy having you guys in the chat with us. Thank you so much for popping in and checking us out. Again, I know it was a little bit of a late start here tonight. I'm going to try to get better about planning the streams in advance, sending out a notification so you guys are aware of it beforehand and you can, make plans to be chilling on the couch when they come on. But sometimes, it's tough to plan ahead. We get game time and we just kind of go for it. So, thank you guys so much. This was kind of part 1 of one of the Halloween streams that I wanted to do now that we're in the month of October. I'm also going to do Super Castlevania 4. Awesome game. That game takes a little bit more time to play through. That'll very likely end up being a 2 or 3 part playthrough. Also, I've decided I'm going to do Spectre of Torment. If you're not familiar with that, that is one of the boss campaigns that was downloadable content, part of Yacht Club's Kickstarter conditions, where that if they, reached a certain amount of stretch goals, they would do this, they would do that. And they've reached so many of their stretch goals that they ended up doing multiple boss campaigns. So we got Plague Knight, Plague of Shadows, we got Spectre Knight, Spectre of Torment, we got King Knight coming, TBD, I guess, on that release date. That's going to be called King of Cards, if I'm not mistaken. I'm really looking forward to that. But, in keeping with the Halloween theme, Spectre of Torment fits in perfectly. It's really fun. It's fantastic. That, again, will definitely be a multiple part episode, because that's a very long game. But I'm going to do that as well. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Mike, thanks for jumping into the chat. Thanks for watching, buddy. Always good to have you. Everybody who watched, everybody who's watching after the stream, thank you so much for your support. Always enjoy having you guys. And again, this is BK with the Super Bit Heroes. Stay tuned for much more, and we'll see you soon.